Say it's the Hood CNN with your favorite Hood reporter, the Prime Minister of Hood Education, Dr. Monroe. Because I got a PhD in common sense and I'm a 5-star general. Hold on a second. Say I'm back and I'm talking about interim superintendent Patrick Jenkins over in the St. Landry Parish school system, Opelousas, Louisiana. Say, Pat, it's a powerful tool, dog. See all the words, Pat? All that's about you, Pat. Pat, you want to talk about something? Let's talk about 2018 Title I theft at Plaisance Middle School. Do you remember that? Do you remember the CRCDC report? That's the report that reports to the federal government how the federal dollars are spent in the school. Say, Pat, remember you wanted the principal to falsify that documentation? She refused and you transferred her. She wanted it in writing, Pat. You wouldn't give it to her. Say, Pat, remember this? Because now I'm going to dig off into your business. How much was the principal making, Pat? It looks like about 57,000, Pat. But I bet you if an audit is done the right way, you'll show that principal making 90,000. Pat, do you understand you're in violation of state and federal law for falsifying state issued documents? Do you also remember that same principal was threatened by a white grandmother who pulled out a knife and you refused to address it? But I know it happened because a police report was made, Pat. Pat, I don't like you. Patrick Jenkins, I don't like you. Remember, you put this administrator on leave for 30 days and now it's 4 months, Pat, because you can't seem to figure out how to cook up the books. Pat, I'm on you. And this the one I like the most, Pat. In a Title I school, $20,000 was collected from poor parents, for the things that the kids need. But the money was never deposited in the school bank account. Where the 20,000 at, Pat? Where the 20G? I'm gonna stop right there, Pat. Would you care to talk to them parents now? Because if I keep going, Pat, I'm gonna bury you under the federal penitentiary. Pat, y'all so fly over there. What happened to that $90,000 lawnmower? You know, nepotism. Pat, you know what nepotism is? You're the interim superintendent. Your wife, Angela, is a curriculum supervisor. And your brother is an assistant superintendent. So if I got an issue with the school system and I go to the assistant superintendent, he's not going to work in the best interest of me. He's going to work in the best interest of his brother, who I have the complaint against, and the school system that the brother is employed by. That's called a conflict of interest, Pat. Pat, I could go deeper, I could go further, and I am gonna go further, Pat. But you have a major problem now, Pat. And your problem is 5-star, one of the top education advocates in the country. Where you at, Pat? I'm finna dig off in your business, Pat. I told you I was finna get in your shit, Pat. So in case y'all didn't hear me, I'm gonna give you a recap because I gotta get ready to do my show. There was theft. I told y'all about that Title I money. of almost $100,000 at Plaisance Middle School in 2018. The CRCDC report is the report that goes to the federal government to show how the school spent the federal money. You wanted the principal to falsify the documentation. She refused, and you transferred her, Pat. Pat, I got you, big homie. Let me explain it to you, Pat. All I asked for was for you to talk to those parents. And you feel like you got it under control, Pat. I am going to send you to jail when it's done. And you know how I'm going to get you, Pat? Because you don't have a school system that has a police department. And the same department that you in cahoots with, the city and the parish, I'm going to force them to open a thorough investigation. And you're going to go to jail, Pat. Either talk to the parents, Pat. I'm gonna have you shaking like a stripper at $2 Tuesday. Not tonight, because it's Friday, just got paid. When you're sitting down and you're drinking a glass of wine with your wife, and you might go into the room and you might want to, do the nasty. You're gonna be thinking about me the whole time. I got more, Pat. I got far more than just that. And I'm going to destroy you on behalf of every poor child in the St. Landry Parish school system. I am going to destroy you, Patrick Jenkins. You slipped. Oh, and by the way, this weekend sometime, I am going to release some recordings of Pat in a closed door meeting. Let me tell you what I'm finna do to you, big homie. You shitting on my kids, I'm finna shit on you. And guess what? It ain't nothing you can do about it. So before you even put it in your mind, man, we need to get to him. We need to pay him off. I don't want your money. I want your soul. You know Lucifer Pat? You about to meet him. Say, man, it's the Hood CNN with your favorite hood reporter, the Prime Minister of Hood Education, Dr. Monroe. Because I got a PhD, Pat, in common sense. And I'm a 5-star general. And you know I got my undergrad, Pat, right there at the world famous Hustlers University on the corner, Pat, of Calumet and Live Oak. You can't run game on a game runner. And I'm not your parents. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to break you down like Lego blocks, boy. If I was you, I'd give serious consideration to resigning my position. If I was you, like Dollar Bill would say, immediately. Because if you stay, I'm going to send you to jail. Call down to the Houston Independent School District and ask them if I'm playing with you. Ask them what I did to them. By the time I'm finished, Pat, the feds will be on your ass like stank on shit. Have a good day, Pat. Welcome to my world. And don't jump fly. Don't say nothing fly in the media. Don't say nothing fly to my parents, because I'll expedite the situation, clown.